Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at how to become a better IGL. Because some people want to be that team captain and lead their team into victory, but they're not quite sure how to do it, so don't worry, I've got you covered. And while you guys are here, it's obvious you're looking to get better at Apex. You want to become the best player you can possibly be. And if you're looking to do that, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there we have top level coaches, including myself, who have made it to the top ranks of the game. They've played against the best of the best. They've gained a bunch of knowledge in doing so, and they're sharing all that information with you. We have the best, most highly informative legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and much more. We have helped so many people hit new peak ranks, and you could be the next one. So click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, with that out of the way, let's hop straight into things now. And becoming an IGL is not an easy thing to do. IGLing is probably one of the hardest things in Apex to actually learn to do effectively. There is one person in particular who has basically mastered this craft and that you can learn a lot from, and that is TSM ImperialHal. This man is an absolute genius when it comes to leading his team. And yes, I know that sometimes he can kind of blow his lid a little bit, but come on guys, that's just passion. So we're gonna look at ImperialHal and see how you guys can start to incorporate his strategies into your own game. So let's talk about the first tip, and this is going to be hyper vigilance. You as an IGL need to be paying attention to every single little minute detail that is in the game. Every single shot, every single sound, every single footstep, every single ring pull, every single thing that happens in the game, you need to be putting it into the mental note folder and paying attention to it and remembering it. Because the smallest things can help you absolutely dominate and win games, because you can get into better positions because of it. Now to put that into a real game example, let's take a look at ImperialHal playing in an ALGS match where his team is cut off from the final zone ending spot by all the lava in thermal station.
Stay healthy, stay healthy. I broke that. One shot, cat. One shot, cat.
They're gonna die, they're dying.
Can we swing out?
Yep.
Just play slow, they're gonna die.
He died.
One guy on the right, Phil.
Dead.
Cracked him.
Oh no, let's
Swing out a bit.
look left. I walled. Look left.
Height.
Scaffolding.
I'm on a bat. I need batteries.
Almost cracked one.
They're funding dome, I think. I think they're funding dome, guys. I think they're funding dome. We gotta go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, check down. Go down. Come with me. CRQ, please.
Did that.
I don't see one. Right there, right in front.
That.
Nice.
I'm on
I gotta
height.
swap.
This is a very hard rotation to do. A lot of teams can kind of hold you out, gatekeep you, and make it so your rotation is impossible and you essentially just die. Another team that is above Hal and his team do end up dropping on top of him because they also have the same rotation to make, and they need to make sure that Hal and their team die. However, TSM plays this extremely well, has the advantage on the other team, and is able to wipe them. And being the great IGL that Hal is, as soon as the fight's done, he is immediately looking for rotations while his team is looting and restabilizing. And this is exactly what you guys need to do as an IGL. Whenever your team is not fighting and not looting, you need to be looking for new rotations and looking at what's available to play. He does seem that a team is holding scaffolding, does take some shots at them, but notices that they are hard holding him and his team, and he's not going to be able to go that direction. As an IGL, that needs to then flip a switch in your head saying, okay, what else can we do? What other rotations are there available? And because he's hyper vigilant, he notices that there are knocks in the kill feed, and because he can hear the bullets as well, he knows that they're fighting on circle building. Because they're fighting on circle building, they're not going to be paying attention to walk-ups, so he and his team can go there for free essentially. Because Hal was so vigilant in watching every single thing that was happening in the game and paying attention to it all, he was able to determine that one route was not a very viable option, immediately decide a new route, and get his team across the little lava pool for essentially what is free, and get also some more KP on top of that. When you're IGLing, you need to be paying attention to those things so you can get your team in the exact same positions for free in the same way. Now, the next thing that we got to talk about is clarity. As an IGL, you need to be clear and you need to be concise on your callouts. If you have 40 billion callouts, your team is going to get confused. They're going to be jumping over each other. They're going to be stepping on your toes, stuff like that, because they're not quite sure what's going on. If you look at ImperialHal, he's very to the point. He makes sure that him and his team are all aware what the game plan is. And if people are talking over him, he makes sure that they are aware by shutting them up essentially. When you are IGLing, you cannot have any miscommunications or any chance of that. You need to make sure that your team knows what the plan is and how exactly it's happening. Now going back to the same game that we were just watching as another example, after TSM does restabilize after the circle building fight, you can see that they are looking for the win. They're hungry and they have a fantastic spot because Hal is a great IGL.
They're
I'm
under.
at, I stunned two, I stunned two.
I'm making that. I'm making
Arcing
that.
that. Arcing that.
Swing out on the left. Dog crack.
Push up, push up, push up.
Two cracks.
One dead.
I'm looking over you guys.
Last team.
I got shit on.
1 AP the Valk.
Yeah.
Not last team. Not last team. Valk's low. Valk is low.
Wait, this guy's one here.
Dog
He
dead.
has an armor.
You gotta get the second. You gotta get a second off this kid.
He's getting out of zone.
I'm batting, Evan.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Kill, you gotta kill the Valk. He's dead, he's dead.
He's dead.
I have no ammo.
That's one left, that's one left. I'm batting, play slow. I'm batting. Weak.
He's low. I have no ammo.
Nice.
Nice.
This is where Hal needs to be very clear about what the game plan is. And as soon as they start to do a massive amount of damage, Hal starts to call to push up because that's what they need to do. They need to take advantage on things. These two teams are fighting, they're low. You don't want to give people chances to reset after fights like that. You don't want to give them armor swaps. And Hal as the IGL knows that, so he starts to make the call to actually take advantage and push up. Now, unfortunately, things don't exactly go Hal's way, and it's really funny because this Valkyrie does steal an armor swap from him and does end up getting the kill on him as well. But even when Hal is knocked, he's still in the fight because he's IGLing his team and getting great callouts to them. He's giving callouts on health, and he's also making sure that TSM knows, hey, this Valkyrie is the last one alive on her team. Make sure she dies so we at least get second place. And those are very clear calls that his team now understands. They're able to turn their attention to the Valkyrie, make sure that she dies, and get the guaranteed second place. But because Hal put them in such a fantastic spot, they're able to then push their advantage once again and continue to get some kills and even get the win. So as an IGL, Hal was able to take them from a very bad spot across the lava pool to a fantastic game-winning spot with extra KP because he was vigilant, and make sure that they won the game because he was very clear on when to push and what to do. And you can start to see just how strong being a fantastic IGL is because your team is all on the same page, you're working as a unit, and you're a lot more effective. And now the next thing that we gotta talk about and learn from Hal is probably one of the most important things as an IGL, and that is when to back out. Fights in Apex sometimes don't go your way, it happens. And third parties, fourth parties, fifth parties are a thing, and those can end games very quickly. And if you want to be an IGL, you need to understand when to get your team out of a fight. If we look at this example from ImperialHal when he was in scrims, he is starting to push up on a building with his team because they need a good spot in zone. They're on the hill, they're not in ring, they need to move down and take a building, and there is a team in one of the other buildings as well.
Walking up, second floor.
From you, Q, help, you want to use it.
Scan two. One's knocked.
Top floor.
Going up.
All bottom floor.
Down to
Aping me.
On me. No, on me.
Atlas cracks.
Can we go bottom floor?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, it's not good.
I have to bat. I'm
Play
stuck
slow.
Looking at top hill south.
Okay, get it.
Yeah.
Come back,
We
Evan.
gotta go inside.
Yeah, come back over here. Come back over to me.
Coming over, they got the res off. I'm close to you guys.
As they start to push up and be aggressive, they get a very good seer Q out and understand that they have a fantastic advantage on this fight right now. Hal is immediately able to push the second floor window, get some really good lines of sight on them, and push them all to the bottom floor where they're basically corralled. Because they're corralled, they don't really have a lot of options. One tries to swing out on them, gets knocked because of it, and now it seems like TSM is just able to win this fight for free. However, the antenna teams start to understand that there's a fight going on and they also want to be part of things. So they start to shoot TSM from a distance. They start to take a lot of damage, things start to get catalysted off, and they're not able to push into the building as effectively as they would like to. And on top of that, another team from behind them on top of the hill starts to look down towards them. This is no longer a great fight for TSM because people are starting to pay attention, and if they extend this any longer, they're gonna get collapsed on and they're probably going to get wiped. Hal, being the IGL that he is, understands that, and now the intention for him is to get him and his team out to safety so that they can can live to fight another day. As soon as things go sideways, he's very clear to the point that they need to get out, play slow, and get to the other building. They need to heal up. And if you guys really want to be an effective IGL, you need to do the same thing. You need to understand when to get your team out, because if you don't, they're just gonna fall apart, they're gonna die, and then you were the one that led them into the situation. You were the one that left them hanging out to dry. As an IGL in these types of situations, if it doesn't go the way that you wanted it to go, you are responsible for it all. So you essentially just lost your team the game because you weren't clear that you wanted to get out or you wanted to stay in the fight. And like I said, this is probably one of the hardest things to learn as an IGL, because you need to understand how to swallow your pride and get out of a fight even if you were winning it, because if you don't, you're probably just gonna die. But let me know your favorite IGL tips in the comments down below. Now, if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.